You won't find the world's most terrible cases of mind control in science fiction. Instead, visit a tropical country like Brazil and hike in the rainforest. Find a leaf that is nearly 25 centimeters above the forest floor, but not more than that. Take a look underneath it now. If you're lucky, you could find an ant clinging on the leaf's central vein, jaws clenched for dear life. This ant's existence, however, has already come to an end. Its body is made up of the zombie ant fungus Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. Welcome to Curiosics. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that YouTube knows you like what you are watching. So what exactly happens when a carpenter ant becomes infected? The fungus spreads throughout its body, draining nutrients and taking control of the insect's mind. Over the course of a week, it forces the ant to leave the safety of its nest and climb a nearby plant stem. It draws the ant to a stop at a height of 25 centimeters, where the temperature and humidity are optimum for the fungus to thrive. It causes the ant's mandibles to lock around a leaf indefinitely. Mandibles or jaw are a crucial tool for many insects, but perhaps in no insect group are they more highly utilized than in the ants. Ants use their mandibles for a diverse array of activities, and are thus constrained by the need to have mandibles which can fulfill a number of functions. After sending a long stalk through the ant's head, it swells into a bulbous capsule packed with spores. The fungal spores shower down on the ant's sisters below, converting them into zombies, because the ant normally climbs a leaf that overhangs the colony's foraging trails. How does this happen? When the fungus initially enters its host, it appears as single cells floating about the ant's bloodstream, budding off new copies of itself. However, these single cells eventually start cooperating. They communicate with one another by forming small tubes similar to those found solely in plant-infecting fungi. They can interact and share nutrients since they are connected in this way. They can also begin to infiltrate the muscles of the ant by penetrating the muscle cells or extending into the spaces between them. This is a unique characteristic seen solely in Ophiocordyceps. Scientists discovered that a parasitic fungus that kills ants but has no power over their minds penetrates muscles but does not form tubes between individual cells or wire itself into massive networks. The fungus can also be thought of as a colony, similar to the ants it attacks. Individual microscopic cells begin their lives on their own, but eventually merge together to form a superorganism. These brainless cells can take over the brain of a much larger species if they band together. Surprisingly, they can accomplish this without ever touching the brain itself. Fungal cells infect the ant's entire body, including its head, but not its brain, according to scientists. Other parasites are capable of manipulating their victims without killing their minds. One flatworm, for example, coats the brain of a California killifish with a carpet-like coating, keeping the brain intact but causing the fish to act erratically, attracting the flatworm's next host, birds. Ophiocordyceps ant manipulation, on the other hand, is so precise that it's amazing the fungus doesn't infect the host's brain. It's as if hostile forces have penetrated a host's body and are using it as a walkie-talkie to communicate and manipulate the brain from afar. According to the researchers, the fungus may have more direct control over the ant's muscles, controlling them as a puppeteer controls a marionette doll. After the infection has begun, the neurons in the ant's body that provide its brain control over its muscles begin to die. The fungus, according to scientists, has taken control. It effectively disconnects the ant's limbs from its brain and implants itself in the ant's brain, where it releases chemicals that cause the muscles to contract. Can you imagine what will happen if they start infecting humans? Thank you for watching.